Hello everyone, my name is Heidi and welcome back or welcome to Baby Name Sunday. Now this week's name list, we are doing some sporty aesthetic baby names for boys and girls. So these are going to be kind of like these names that are like strong, or they just have this sporty, cool feel to them, and a lot of new names. So you guys are going to be floored. So let's get on into the list. Starting off on the girl side, we have the name Merritt, spelled M-E-R-R-I-T-T, Merritt. Now Merritt is just so cool. It's very unisex and it's a surname and it means boundary gate. Then over to the boy side, we have the name Burke, spelled B-U-R-K-E, Burke. I think this is such a cool single syllable name. It definitely has been around for quite some time, but I find it so underrated. Now, Burke is a French rooted name and it means from the fortress. On the girls' side, we have Corwin, spelled K-O-R-W-I-N, Corwin. Now this is so like cool, spunky, but you can also do that nickname of Winnie that everybody absolutely loves. But I also love how Corwin can also be a boy's name. Like, it's a pretty gender neutral name. It's an English rooted name and it means heart's friend. Next up, an Arabic name on the boy side, we have Hakeem, spelled H-A-K-E-E-M, Hakeem. Now this particular name actually means judicious, and I love this. Like, I feel like Hakeem just sounds like, I don't know, like a basketball player or like a baseball player. I totally see this as such a sporty boy, and I love how it has those Arabic roots. Next one here is a little bit different because normally I would have it on the boys list, but for the girls, I can totally see this as like a surfer girl's name, and that's the name Bodhi, spelled B-O-D-H-I, Bodhi. I think a lot of parents haven't thought about it for a girl, so I think it makes it like so unique. And Bodhi is a Sanskrit rooted name with an amazing meaning of awakening and enlightenment. Another unique option here on the boys' side, we have Ariston, spelled A-R-I-S-T-O-N, Ariston. Like, how cool is this name? You could even do a nickname of like Air or Aries. And Ariston is a Greek rooted name and it means the best. Now is the time, if you guys are loving the list so far. Lots of definitely unique and cool sporty names. Make sure you guys are subscribed down below so you guys don't miss an upcoming name list. I post every single Sunday. And if you want even more name inspiration, I have my Instagram, which you guys can go take a peek at. And I also have Facebook. All right, so next up, and moving on to a girl's name, we have the cool name Greer, spelled G-R-E-E-R, Greer. Now Greer is a Scottish and Latin rooted name. It just has such a unique sound to it, and it means alert and watchful. Then for the boys' side, a little bit of a longer option here is Chamberlain, spelled C-H-A-M-B-E-R-L-A-I-N, Chamberlain. Now this is so cool. I love it as more of those longer style names, so unique. And you can even do like kind of like a shortened form of Chamberlain, could be Lane for that nickname. And it's an English rooted name and it means royal official. Another C name here, but on the girl side, is Candace, spelled C-A-N-D-A-C-E, Candace. Now this is definitely a sporty sounding name, and I feel like it's been known as a sporty sounding name ever since like the 80s and 90s. But Candace, it's a Latin rooted name and it means white, pure, and sincere. I have the powerful name Zion, so Z-I-O-N, Zion. This is so cool for a boy. We actually thought of the name Zion as a potential name for Aries, but this particular name is a Hebrew rooted name and it means highest point. Something more shorter, again, 4 letters for the girls' side, is Rivi, spelled R-I-V-I, Rivi. I think this is so cute. It's also another Hebrew rooted name, so I think Zion and Rivi would make total great like Hebrew originated sibling names. So Rivi means maiden. Cavan for the boy side, C-A-V-A-N, Cavan. This is incredibly handsome, and literally it's an Irish rooted name and it means handsome. So it's absolutely perfect for the sound accompanying the meaning. We have the virtue name Hope, spelled H-O-P-E, Hope. This one's just very sweet, like faith and grace, but I find Hope is definitely very underrated, and Hope kind of like is one of those virtue names that is filled with empowerment and positivity. For the boy side, something brand new is Stennon, spelled S-T-E-N-N-O-N, Stennon. Now this is so cool. It's a Swedish variant name and it means stone, so very, very powerful. Then for the girl side, we have Hastings, spelled H-A-S-T-I-N-G-S, Hastings. For a girl, I think this is just so cool. Hastings, like it just sounds like a tough girl, sporty girl. It means self-disciplined and has also some royal attachments. Another girl option here is Daria, spelled D-A-R-Y-A, Daria. I thought this one was very beautiful if you want maybe like a Darla and Aria mix. It's really like mixing the two together and creating Daria, which I find a really gorgeous name. It's both Russian and Persian rooted. It means kingly and it means the sea. On the boy side, we have Bex, spelled B-E-X, Bex. Now this is a really cool name that definitely can be used very neutrally, like it could be for boys, girls, absolutely whoever. And Bex is a Hebrew rooted name meaning captivating. Gigi, spelled G-I-G-I, Gigi. This is so cute and I feel like a ton of you would love this one. It's definitely more of like a nicknamey style name, but really holds true to itself. It's a French rooted name and it means God is my strength. Bronson, spelled B-R-O-N-S-O-N, Bronson. This just sounds very manly, very masculine, and it's an English rooted name meaning son of the brown haired one. We have Ksenia, spelled K-S-E-N-I-A, Ksenia. This is another one that I actually saw recently and I'm like, wow, this is beautiful. I love the sound of it. You can even do a Y-A at the end. You can do a couple different spellings there, but it's a Greek rooted name and it means hospital, welcoming one, and wanderer. We have O'Neill for the boy side, O-N-E-I-L, O'Neill. You could do an apostrophe like O''N-E-I-L, so just depends on how you want to spell that one, but it's an Irish rooted name and it means grandson or descendant of the champion. Okay, time for a gorgeous Welsh rooted name, guys. We have Arianel or Arianel, spelled A-R-I-A-N-E-L-L. This is a beautiful, again, option if you want Aria, Nell, Nelly as nicknames. And Arianel or Arianel is a Welsh rooted name, like I said, and it means silver. Now for our next few names here, they're all actually Irish rooted and they definitely have that sporty aesthetic feel. So for the boys, we have Brady, spelled B-R-A-D-Y, Brady. I've been really loving this name lately, like really loving it. And it means large chested or broad meadow. Then we have Sloane, spelled S-L-O-A-N-E, Sloane. This is one of those ones that I used to not really like, but over time I've just fallen in love with this name. And Sloane means raider. For the boy side is Ronin, spelled R-O-N-I-N, or you can do N-A-N. This is just such a cute name, Ronin, but it just sounds like a warrior's name. And like I said, it's an Irish rooted name and it means little seal. All right, making our way over to a place name here. We have the name Maine, spelled M-A-I-N-E, Maine. I thought this was so unique and so like different. Like I find it's definitely a much more uncommon and rare state name or just place name in general. And Maine means the mainland. Then speaking of land, we have Lander, spelled L-A-N-D-E-R, Lander. Now this is a great option if you love those ander ending names like Alexander, Evander, Leander, and this one's an Old English rooted name meaning long hill or territory. We have the sweet 4-letter name Safi, spelled S-A-F-I, Safi. I feel like it's so playful and very charming. It's Arabic rooted and it means pure. Then I have Warren, spelled W-A-R-R-E-N, Warren. Now this is another, probably one of my favorite W names ever for boys. I think it is so cool. It's an occupational name and it means ranger. Now, we were speaking of Maine for a place name. I have another place name here, and for the girls, I love Bristol, spelled B-R-I-S-T-O-L, Bristol. Just like such a cool British place name. I love the sound of it. It's very Tom Girl-esque sounding, and it means meeting place by the bridge. Now, before I mention my last about 10 or so names on today's list, I do want to remind you guys that since it is just past the middle of May, just want to make sure you guys know that I am still doing my May consultation promo, which includes an additional 15 names for free for each of my name packages. So definitely take a peek. I have my Stan Store link down in the description box below, but you can also see it right here. You can also check it out over on my Instagram. You can DM me if you have any questions, or you can even send me an email. I'll have my email also right here. All right, so moving on down the list here, we have another British name here for the boy side, which is Hayes, spelled H-A-Y-E-S. Hayes. This name has a really soft and calming sound to it. With that S ending, Hayes just sounds really sweet. And haze means hedged area or fiery one. Then for the girls side is Addison, spelled A-D-D-I-S-O-N, Addison. Now Addison means child of the earth, and I think it's a really nice Adam honorary name because technically it means like son of Adam. It's actually a gender neutral name, Addison. It could be work for boys, girls, absolutely whomever. Then we have Kyrie, spelled K-Y-R-I-E, Kyrie. This is so handsome. It's a Greek rooted name and it means Lord. Next on the girls side, we have Bryn, spelled B-R-Y-N-N, Bryn. Very simple, one syllable, and I find a lot of parents would really love this one. It's an English rooted name and it means hill. Andre, spelled A-N-D-R-E, Andre, very handsome, so romantic sounding. It's a Greek rooted name and it means manly and warrior. Hatley, spelled H-A-T-L-E-Y, Hatley. This one also makes me smile so much because I find it's more of one of those unique H beginning names, but Hatley with the nickname of Hattie is super sweet. It's Old English rooted and it means woodland clearing. Then for the boys side is Pacer, spelled P-A-C-E-R, Pacer. Now this one's an occupational name, totally built for speed. Pacer just sounds so modern and cool. For the girls side, we have Romilly or Romilly, spelled R-O-M-I-L-L-Y. This one's so sweet if you want a longer version of Romy or Rami, even Millie as well. For nicknames, this is a wonderful option. It's kind of like a vintage name. It was definitely popular in the past, but now it's kind of stagnant. And it's a French rooted name meaning citizen of Rome or spacious clearing. Last 5 names here, guys, on the list. So we have the name Drew, spelled D-R-E-W, Drew. Now Drew is a Greek rooted name, short for Andrew, meaning wise, courageous, and strong. Next we have Presley, spelled P-R-E-S-L-E-Y, Presley. This one's super sweet, love the L-E-Y ending there. It's an English rooted name meaning priest's meadow. Third to last name, it's pretty wow worthy, is Albion, spelled A-L-B-I-O-N, Albion. Now you can do the nicknames of Albie, and I think it's really great because Albie I know is a pretty popular name over in the UK right now. So I think Albion just has that I-O-N ending that makes it just wow worthy. And Albion is a Latin rooted name. It means white land or white cliffs. 2 more names here, guys, left on the list. So a girl's name, we have Sutton, spelled S-U-T-T-O-N. Sutton. Guys, Sutton is adorable. Whether you use it for a boy, girl, whomever, honestly, it's just such a sweet name. It's English rooted and it means from the Southern homestead. Then last but certainly not least, a very preppy but also athletic, like sporty aesthetic. This kind of like brings it all together, and it's the name Duke, spelled D-U-K-E, Duke. Now Duke actually was one of my favorite names back in the day. I want to say in like middle school, high school. I just thought it was like the coolest name ever. And Duke is a Latin rooted name, means leader, so it's really great for that firstborn son. So that is it with today's list. I hope you guys enjoyed it so much. I thought this like sporty athletic was super cool, especially going into like, you know, spring, summertime. It's spring here still, but once we head on into summer, I think these are just such cool sporty names for your kids. But even they could be for anyone. It could be for if you're writing a book, some story characters, pets, absolutely anyone. So I hope you felt inspired. Thank you again for watching. Take care, stay safe, and I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I will see you guys next Sunday with another baby names list. All right, take care. Bye.